So I guess without further ado, I guess we can hop into it, huh? You all excited? First thing we're gonna stop off with is going to be like the James Charles Shane Dawson drama. Now I don't keep up with Shane Dawson. Okay, I don't remember 2014. Don't worry, nobody else does either. It was 2 years before the fateful day on 2016 that well 2017 actually, no 2016 that we will never forget. The Empire Strikes Back. Rainbow Gal, how you doing? Hope you're doing well tonight. Yeah, dude, screw the early tens years. I'm just waiting for 2069. Honestly, I wish I can live that long. I want to live to 2069. First thing I'm gonna say is nice. Anyways, so your pronouns are Sir, Zor. Extremely interesting. I'll keep it in mind. So I don't keep up with Shane Dawson any or Jeffree Star, anything like that. With that being said, there's some drama going on here on the drama sphere. I found this mega thread, and when I say mega thread, I mean multi mega threads. This is actually the 11th mega thread that they've made about this drama that has been going on for a long time now. It started with Jeffree Star back in the day, and that's where they're gonna start here. I wanted to read through this. I read a little bit of it, but it's actually really long. I don't know why this is so long. I didn't know that there was so much drama, but I guess we'll just read through it anyways. We'll read through it together, okay? It's gonna be like we're back in like elementary school, okay? I'm the teacher and I can read to you all. I guess it should be fun. So here's where we start. I guess they're gonna start with the like Tati and James Charles drama back last year. It was like last year or 2 years ago. I don't remember. I guess it's last year now. Well, let's go for it. Last year, Tati, a makeup guru on YouTube, posted a video called Bye Sister, which kicked off a scandal which caused the largest loss of subscribers in the shortest amount of time in YouTube history. The text is actually massive. Well, don't worry, we'll get through it, okay? There's drama to be had. It's gonna be a fun time. Yeah, I remember this. Do you all remember that? I think that was big enough to reverberate through like the entire YouTube community. The whole Tati and Jeffree Star thing, because Jeffrey was massive. It still is massive. Thank you, Best Only Chan, for letting everybody know the American people are tired of women. I need to change that. It's really I changed that for like the incel stream that I did. I need to I need to change that to something else. So if anybody has am I being serious right now? I don't know what you're talking about. She kicked off a series of allegations against another beauty guru called James Charles, a young 19 at the start of this beauty guru who was extremely popular. She doesn't have a history of drama, so everyone believed her. Things escalated in a large way. Jeffree Star inserted himself and made several very serious allegations related to sexual assault towards James Charles. Things died down when James got himself together and came up with proof that Tati and Jeffrey were lying/exaggerating, and it all came to a sudden halt. But things have been building from then. I like the way this is written. It's like they love their drama here. I know for a fact they love their drama here. And in the guru community. No, I remember this. I feel like James Charles' response was pretty decent. He even was able to recognize that he did some stuff wrong. Wasn't it what was it? That was the whole straight boy hunting. He was on the hunt like a freaking like American hunter in the like African Sahara desert, you know? Just in the forest. Just hunting for straight men. that was his whole thing. He's like, I love straight boys. I'm going to get me a straight boy to fuck. Like that's just his thing. That's his thing apparently. Okay, well, we're just gonna do that. That sounds better. Jeffree Star, a prominent makeup guru and the owner of his own makeup company, and someone who inserted himself in drama, and Shane Dawson, another prominent YouTuber, created a makeup palette together called Conspiracy Palette. Yeah, wasn't he doing like a crazy like conspiracy thing? He had like this massive series where he like went over conspiracies or something, I'm pretty sure. That was pretty big back in the day. I'm pretty sure no one really watches it now, but There was a large there was a large series dedicated to create. Oh, did I mess up? Dedicated to the creation of it, and Shane included clips from the Bi Sister scandal to boost viewership and feed off the drama. Sound like something Shane would do. In the last minute, all the drama behind the scenes was cut off from the series. This was suspicious, but people kind of left it aside. His palette did incredibly well, and that was that. Except it wasn't. Fast forward to March of this year. It picks up again. Okay. Well, geez, calm down. Just saying facts about gender if it offends you. Wait, what happened? Wait, what? Did you say? Oh, wait a second. I think I may have fucked up. Wait a second. Pause. Your X and Y chromatids determine what gender you will be. That's a scientific fact. Gender and sex are two different. Bro, you're talking about sex, not gender. There's no gene for gender. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no clue what you're talking about. Do you think the gene for gender sits right next to like the cum gene or something? That's weird. I hear people try and say that. It's really interesting to me how people still try to use that, like go over that and be like, "Hey, did you know that gender is like your when you have two chromosomes?" Okay, I thought we were past that level of argument, but you know, you'd never be surprised. A whole host of things have started to leak about Jeffery. It started when his affiliation with a singer named DeHive came under fire. This is years old at this point, but very serious. DeHive has sexually assaulted young girls. Think 11 to 10. Whoa, that's crazy. Okay, well, not necessarily the type of friend group I want to keep around, but you know, to each their own. When he was in his 20s, Jeffrey allegedly witnessed some of these assaults. So Jeffrey did an interview with Chris Hansen and said he was lying back in the day about seeing this happen. It was a metaphorical we saw things, not literally we. And then he came to another interview with Keemstar where he contradicted himself and proceeded to bring up James Charles and how he still thought James Charles was a predator and he had proof to the effect. Oh no. A commentary makeup channel by the name of Liam McKivoy, I think. Liam McKivoy released two separate videos giving evidence that he dug up from the bowels of the internet that Jeffree Star is a lot worse than most people knew, including sexual assault, possible rape allegations, him posting up revenge porn, and him creating a brand called Lipstick Nazi that had Nazi imagery, which isn't even everything. Wait a second. This is Jeffrey, right? My dude's crazy. Listen, I look at Jeffrey and I think there's like some crazy like lingering on the inside, but hey, it's you, Vabadon. How you doing, bud? Look, I didn't know he was this crazy. Making a lipstick brand, Lipstick Nazi. I'm down. You know what? Okay. Super interesting, bud. How you doing, Vabadon? You doing good tonight? Including sexual assault, possible rape allegations. Okay. Listen, these YouTubers, you give YouTubers an inch of power, and this is what happens. This is why YouTube is so dangerous. This is why YouTube and streaming is so incredibly dangerous. Because you have to be, for one, a little bit narcissistic, okay? I say this all the time. You have to be at least a little narcissistic to think that you can become a YouTuber, an actor, anybody who has their face out there and thinks they can entertain. You have to be a very interesting, at least a little narcissistic of a person to do that. That coupled with like a bunch of nerds in this community who may or may not be extremely socially inept, getting access to power and people fawning over them. That's why we have so many like rape and like sexual misconduct allegations going on within the Twitch community and the YouTube community. And you find you dig around in the Smash community, you get some pedophiles in there, you know, some little kitty grabbers. Is because you give these people they're just random people. You give random people powers. This is what happens. It's like It's like in a movie, you know, you give random human beings superpowers. Just by statistics, some of them are going to become supervillains. That's just how this works. I mean, it's sad, but you know, what are you gonna do? Uh, okay. Are you calling Twitch users idiot? Well, idiots. Well, for one, I was talking about Twitch. Well, for one, I was talking about you know, Twitch streamers. But I mean, I think most people are kind of stupid. So you know, I know a lot of Twitch users are pretty reactionary. They kind of suck. But you know, 'tis life. I'm pretty dumb, but some people, I just have an internet connection and decide to stream. You're deeply offended? Unfortunate. Then a former model for Jeffree Star came out and said that he believed Jeffrey planned what happened to James with Shane Dawson because they were acting shady months before the Tati video, before Tati released her video. Oh, okay. Then a former friend of Jeffrey came out and said that he talks shit about everyone, including his closest friends. And then the drama channel came out with receipts to show Jeffrey fed her false. Wait, what? And then a drama channel came out with receipts to show Jeffrey fed her false info to use for her videos. She trusted him and his info at the time, and now she regrets that. I would imagine if he lied to her. I mean, honestly, if you look right, if you look right, when it with lots of these people, kind of like YouTube and whatever they're doing is like everything they have, right? It takes a lot of time and energy to really make a YouTube or Twitch channel work, right? Even me, I stream like I tried it. I tried to do every single day. That was really hard to do that and have a life, and even like planning like segments for my stream and everything. That takes up a lot of time, especially when I get home. That takes up a lot of time. That being said, to have like a functional YouTube channel, to get to as big as these people are, you have to put a lot of work in. Okay, and when you build up something that much, and when you build up with that much work, it's kind of like all you have. It's kind of like when you're in a relationship and you kind of ghost all your friends because you want to build into this relationship like super duper hard. You do that and then you realize like, whoa, and then you break up and then you realize, whoa, I don't have anything. That's why lots of these people, when they get embroiled in any drama, they freak out. Right? Like streamers are super depressed. YouTubers are super depressed. You could ask any big YouTuber who goes to any like events or anything, and they can tell you these people are ruined. Okay. And this is all they have. They sit up late at night scrolling through their analytics. And if anything is like bad, they start like crying themselves to sleep. It's crazy. The streamers and YouTubers are insane, dude. They're the saddest group. They're the saddest, most miserable group of human beings on the face of the earth. And I'm right there with them. All right, I'm right there with them. What's up, leftist? How you doing? Your name is literally leftist. That's insane. Can you do it? Can anyone? I didn't know you had that much power. And he also had King Pepe, King Peepo. What the heck? That's why they throw out like all these sorts of videos and stuff to like. That's why it's like a ship of rats. Okay, when the ship starts sinking, they jump ship. Okay, when anything happens, they'll throw anybody under the bus to get any sort of drama off of them. They'll get it off the back, just throw everything that they have in reserve to make sure the drama gets off of them because this is all they have. And they go crazy. I mean, even me, when I lose like 2 subscribers on YouTube, I go, what's happening? It's all falling apart. It's all falling apart, dude. And I'm like, I'm not even that big. I mean, people are going to come and go. That's just how it is. But you know, these people are wild. He copyright struck Liam's videos, which is very serious. You can get sued for doing false copyright strikes. And you can also get someone's account terminated if YouTube, if you strike them enough. Yeah, they have 2 copyright struck Liam's videos. I'm not sure how many he struck, but if you get 3 copyright strikes in a right amount of time, your YouTube channel's gone. It is gone. It instantly gets deleted. So that actually is pretty serious. Also, it's illegal. You can't do that. Abusing, we need to, crack down on people abusing copyright law. It's pretty bad, especially on the internet right now. We're on the new form of the internet. Laws are still lagging behind where the internet is right now. It also proved that things Liam dug up were enough to make Jeffery sweat. Yeah, dude. You things coming back to bite you, like, can we copyright strike Liam? And then Shane released a statement on Twitter saying that he is leaving the beauty world, whatever that means. Everyone believed this was damage control for more information coming out. Probably was. And that's where we are currently. Good luck keeping up, fam. Oh, here we go. And now we got an update from the 27th, last month, right? Yeah, last month on the 27th. Tati has since released several videos, more vague tweets with song lyrics and no. Wait, when was this was posted? Oh, this is 21 days ago. All right, so this is new, right? I hope it's new. We're almost done with this. Tati has since released several videos, more vague tweets with song lyrics. No one is super sure of her motive and what this means. Shane Dawson has had number one videos from Shane Dawson has had number videos of him from his own channels. Okay, I'm not sure. That may be dumb, but I'm not sure if that's written right. And the other specials including behind the scenes stuff of his film, as well as podcasts, reposts on Twitter. None of this was private or hidden, but much of it flew under the radar since it was from a few years back. A short list of things that have been showcased: extremely violent thoughts spoken aloud by Shane about women who gave him criticism, talking about his young cousin, 13 at the time, about sex acts and her period, as well as having her perform sex acts on a food item. I think a cocktail weenie. Jokes about finding a 6-year-old sexy, and just a lot of other things. I haven't watched them all. I don't think anyone needs to. Yeah, Shane has had a really weird history with all of his jokes and stuff. And lots of people are like, are they jokes? Are they not? I mean, honestly, with all this stuff coming out about Shane, he may or may not. I'm leaning a little closer on the edge of he actually did fuck that cat. Okay, listen, you can call me whatever you want, but I'm starting to think that he may have. I did not have sexual relations with that cat story may not be holding as much water as it used to. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. It could happen. But the thing with these sorts of jokes, right, is that they don't age well, and they're not even that funny. They're really not funny. It's just like a bunch of shock. It's really just a bunch of shock humor. I'm not going to lie to you. It's all edge and no point. That's what these videos are. Well, not these videos. That's what those jokes are. All edge and no point. There's nothing wrong with being edgy. You can be as edgy as you want, but when it comes to these sorts of things, it's really not that funny, for one. And two, there's just no point. There's ways to evoke this sort of subject material without it being as crass and as stupid as his jokes came off. I'm not sure if we can find any of the jokes he made, but I know for the ones that I've seen, they haven't been. It's not that funny. It's like, ooh, I would fuck that 4-year-old. Haha, joking. Unless, haha, it's jokes like that. There's nothing crazy. In the middle of this, Jenna Marbles, another popular YouTuber who's friends with Shane Dawson for more than 10 years or so, made a video apologizing for subject matter in her previous videos and said that she felt her channel was harming people. She felt her best course of action was to private many of her old videos, which could have been seen as offensive, regressive, or harmful, as well as deciding to leave YouTube and her channel as a whole behind. It doesn't seem like she has any plans on returning at the moment. Many suspect this is due in part to everything going on with Shane and Jeffree Star. As Jenna has been close friends with Shane, I don't know if anyone knows to the extent. And she has been receiving backlash for promoting his restock on her IG. She also briefly addressed that people were upset with her affiliation friendships with people that she has tried to judge. With people that she had tried to judge on other people and their current actions, but she never made any solid statement on the situation. Another factor is that Jenna is also friends with James Charles and is one of the few big YouTubers who had not distracted herself from him during the Bi Sister scandal. Who did not, my bad, who did not distance herself during the Bi Sister scandal, and was given all of and given all of this was kicked around. It could have been playing a part. Listen, I didn't. A lot of these big YouTubers are pretty connected, especially in that sort of like area of YouTube. The like makeup artist, LGBT, like lifestyle vlog YouTube, like all that over there. They're pretty interconnected, so I can see lots and lots of connections being really. It's like World War One. You know, something happens, you get dragged along. You get dragged along the back. Jenna made it very clear that this was her own decision. She was not leaving because of cancel culture or anything like that. She was leaving because she wanted to take the ownership of that the hurt that she made with that she believed that her channel and platform was spreading. This is why she is unsure if she wants to return to her channel, given that she has been on there in the past. I don't think that this was going on with Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, for the reason she left, but it's important to note the context around it. World War One was simple, was simple compared to true, dude. These people they're insane. They're embroiled in so much drama at all points in time. It's crazy. I don't understand it. It's like they always have something that it's just a massive drama tornado, just like landing on their city and just sitting there. And they love it. They suck it up, dude. There's a whole you see this, you see all this. This is just, they're just embroiled in it. They categorize it like the freaking like Library of Alexandria. Okay, they love it. They love the drama. It kicks up so much attention, and that's why they keep it going. That's why they always keep it going. The next day, Shane released an apology video referencing Jenna's video as inspiration, a sign from God, and addressed some of the videos which have been coming out about him. He said that he's had a rough home life and was closeted to his and his family was okay with the jokes that he made with his cousin. He also cited humor as a coping mechanism and stated that he hated that version of himself. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. With a lot of these YouTubers that have been around for a while, with society kind of changing so fast, everything that you have and everything that you were is kind of like up on the internet. So everybody can drag off something that they had in their past to kind of haunt you in the present. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like going back 10 years in like a 20-year-old's life or something and being like, hey, this you, look at this dumb tweet that you sent, you know? With things moving so fast, I'm not sure if I really care that much. You know, when you go 10 years back in on a 50-year-old's life, I mean, like, come on, was 40-year-old them really that much different than like 50-year-old them? I gotta ask. I don't know. But with a lot of these people, they're a lot younger. I'm not sure if I care too much about lots of these things that happen in people's past lives that much. If they've changed and honestly like renounced that kind of stuff, I think it's fine. But you know, some people love the drama. Many are questioning the authenticity of this apology, given that he has referenced Jenna's since he referenced Jenna's apology as well was well received, and his has not been. Jeffery and Tati have both remained MIA. One of the many clips of Shane to be brought up from the depths was one of him pretending to jerk off to a poster of Will Smith's daughter. What is this? Oh, okay. Super interesting. Okay, super interesting. My bad. Let's restart this. They can't. They really can. They can't keep it in their pants for like a moment. The funniest thing about that is that I've never once in my entire life heard a Jewish person utter the word goyim that wasn't in a way that was referencing someone else saying it. Like I've never heard that before, right? I've never heard that before. That's like some big conspiracy about like Christians saying like pagan or something. I don't know. I don't get it. It's really weird how they Jewish people don't even do anything. They just like make good bagels. That's it. I don't even care. You don't think you've ever heard of Jew? Ever heard Sam Cedar? He's the king of the Jews, I heard. Let's restart this. One of the many clips of Shane to be brought from the depths was one of him pretending to jerk off to a poster of Willow Smith, Will Smith's daughter, a few years back. She was only 11 at the time. These clips reached the hands of her brother, Jaden Smith, and her mother, Jada Pinkett Smith. Jaden tweeted... Can you imagine for 1 second, take 1 second, can you even imagine a joke that you made 10, however long ago, I don't know, I'm guessing like 2011 or something, like almost 10 years ago, 8 years ago, whatever, about you like pretending to jerk off to a poster of Willow Smith, and then it comes back and you get the whole shebang, you get the whole freaking Smith family on your case. The whole Smith family on your case. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, dude. That Ben, yeah, my bad. Ben Shapiro, they're like there's a power vacuum for the true king of the Jews. That's true. You're right. Maybe it is Ben Shapiro because he's the one who says who the good Jew and the bad Jews are. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Like Jaden was like, bro, leave my sister alone, bro. She was 11. Oh my gosh. It was, it's really funny. If you haven't seen it, you got to look it up. It's really, really funny. Did you know I saw Jaden Smith? I went to a Tyler the Creator concert and Jaden Smith opened for him. I didn't listen to Jaden Smith. I don't give a shit about that guy's music. But he did play Icon and that was a bop. Got to tell you. Jaden tweeted out in an enraged response, also pointing out Shane's history of using blackface in his videos. Jada was using mad disappointed mom energy. Don't do this, bro. She was alive. I mean, I can understand. You're like a high profile like figure and someone's doing that. I can definitely see how that would make you a little uncomfortable. I'm not sure if I'd say anything about it. I mean, it's the internet. It wasn't gonna do anything, but I mean, you know, if it's that big, I guess they kind of have to comment on it. On the 28th, Blair White, cringe. We hate Blair White here. All my homies hate Blair White. Another YouTuber who has a questionable reputation. Oh, really? Has released a video stating that Jeffree Star has been spreading the testimony of alleged victims of sexual assault as gossip and blackmail. That would be crazy if he was actually doing that. She said that this happened within the space of the first conversation over FaceTime. Wow. Is Blair dog-pilled? Oh, Blair is 110% dog-pilled. She's dog-pilled and LGB. Hates the trans. She hates them trans. She hates the bad trans. Here's Blair White for you, okay? Every trans person who isn't as transitioned as her is just not real trans. Like everything. And that's honest. That's honestly. She hates every trans person who she can't look up to. If she thinks that you're lesser trans than her, then you're like just like a piece of shit, like fake trans or something along those lines. It's really sad actually what she's gotten up to. Like photoshopping beards onto other trans women who disagree with her. Like, yikes. She's a bad person. She's a bad hombre, some may say. When Guru Twitter sends their people, they're not sending their best. She said that my bad, over FaceTime. Yeah, she said that that Jeffree Star just like laid all of this out like over FaceTime, which is incredibly irresponsible. She specified that he said that said YouTuber will not come against me because I have dirt on him regarding the victim's testimony. Wow. As of right now, I don't want to list the alleged attackers or victims because that was not her reasoning for making the video. She wanted to show that Jeffrey is spreading someone else's story as gossip and blackmail, not just against the alleged attackers, but against the people who now has knowledge of what he said and shared. Okay. It makes the listener unintentionally it makes the listener unintentionally complicit in his story, where you either spread misinformation about the evidence, or you are possibly protecting a predator. Okay, this is classic. This is classic abusive behavior. Classic abusive behavior. To use the story of someone else as your own like prop toy, and forcing other people to bear that sort of burden, and having them choose between like outing the person who hasn't outing the like alleged victim, who hasn't shared the story themselves, or like be labeled as like protecting someone who could be a predator, like using someone else to your own gains. If you have anybody doing anything like this in your life, cut them off, dude. Cut them off. They're only going to be a burden on your life and everybody else that they touch. They don't care about anybody else. They're narcissistic. They don't care. They just want to use you for their own gain. Be careful out there, buds. Be careful. Again, let me bold this point. If what Blair White is saying is true, either Jeffree Star is spreading a lie around the various consequences for the accused, and one which he could be creating false evidence for, or he is using the victim's story, who isn't comfortable with speaking out on their attack at all, as blackmail and gossip, and with other people to gain power. Jeffree Star is a predator either way, if these claims are true. She claims to have heard a voice memo of the victim's testimony, but she did not record the conversation. Okay. And that's all we have right now. And this is the wrap up to the Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star incident that has been going on. Shane Dawson, please stop beating off to 11-year-old girls. Jeffree Star, stop existing. I think is that about all we can get from this? I mean, these people. I don't embroil myself in this sort of drama. I just thought it'd be interesting to go over, to spread out to some interest, to some different parts of YouTube for now and again. I don't know. Jeffrey seemed, with all the stuff coming out about Jeffrey, I treat allegations to be extremely serious. As someone who's personally had allegations of misconduct leveled against me, I find these things to be extremely serious, and I take them with a massive grain of salt about who's telling them, and I love to show at least a little bit of deference whenever I can to the accused, and let them have their peace, because I know that I've been in their place before. With that being said, when you have enough people coming out against you, I mean, there's something there, dog. When there's smoke, there's fire. If everybody in Jeffree Star's circle is now running away, and like I said, rats on a ship, they'll start throwing out anything that they can. If these things start popping up on a single figure this much, there's probably something wrong going on here. There's probably something that has to be looked at. Jeffrey, I have no clue what goes on in his past. When you have rich people who don't deserve to be rich, or like instantly rich people who have a lot of power, a lot of money, there's a lot of bad things that can happen, and how they can use it consciously or subconsciously. So I just say be careful. I guess we can keep up with the story if things turn for the worse. But that's all we have right now. That's all we have right now.